All right, hey guys, Jeff here. What am I doing with a Airstream trailer on my bench? Well, we're getting ready to have some fun with it. I don't think I forgot that I had this. I just didn't remember where it was. Had a garage sale last weekend, going through some boxes, and I found this bugger, and I said, time to hook it up, make a trailer hitch, and have some fun with it. We did have a garage sale, did quite well, got rid of a lot of stuff. I still have many guitar magazines. Anybody has an outlet for me, let me know. I've got a ton of them, guys. But when I found this, I did these years ago. I did a ton of Airstream trailers years ago. There was more than one person on the net who started copying what I was doing and started putting on eBay like I was doing, and I never got paid any homage for that. I kind of wish I would have. I think it was the same guy when I started doing the Monster Mobiles. He started doing Monster Mobiles. When I started doing the Dragulas, he started doing the Dragulas. Again, never paid any homage to me. All right, enough of that. Now, I have done so many trailers, I'm running out of cars that I haven't done trailers with. And I was starting to think about it earlier, what car do I want pulling the trailer around? Do I want a Camaro or a Mini Cooper? Don't think so. Firebird, McLaren Albert? No, nothing real sporty. I want something that's going to look good pulling the trailer around. I kept thinking about that, I've done so many. I've had AC Cobras, I've had a Galaxy, I've had the Thunderbirds pull it, and then I got to the Ford, the Fairlane. I don't think I've had a Fairlane pull a trailer. Maybe I'm wrong, I'll have to check, but I don't think I had. And then I kept looking at everything else. I know I've done the Jaguars, I know I've done the Vets, I know I've done the Batmobiles. Batmobile was fun. I did a Batmobile pulling a black Airstream trailer, and there was bats on both sides of it. It came out really neat. It's absolutely just a fun project. So again, what I was thinking about earlier is let's just go ahead and get the Fairlane. I'll get it, I'll put it on the bench, and we'll start getting into it. All right, to me, just looking at it, it looks like they're like, hey, the same era. You know what I mean? The same, time frame. I know Airstreams really haven't changed that much, but it looks like, hey, the Fairlane should be pulling the Airstream. Now, I do need a couple parts to make the hitch. I'm gonna, when I make the hitch, I make it out of a shoe, and I make it out of a guide pin. So let me go ahead and scrounge those up for us. All right, good. I got the shoe there. It looks kind of nasty. I'm going to take the wire brush to it with the Dremel and clean that up just for fun. And the guide pin, that's a long guide pin. I know it's black, but that's a long guide pin. The reason I use a long guide pin is when the car and the trailer are going around the track, let's say they hit a bump, something like that, little vibration, it stands less of a chance of those two getting disconnected if you use a large guide pin. That's why I do that. All right, very good. All right, just a second ago I took the Dremel to the shoe. That's clean. The one thing that we have to do, and it's a small note, but you see the little bump on the back side of that guide pin, we're gonna have to cut that off to make it flush, because we're gonna end up gluing the guide pin to the shoe there. So I want that completely flush. So I'm gonna get my Dremel, or I might just get my X-Acto knife and just shave that off. Should only take a sec. Good, I got that little nub sanded off, and I roughed up the bottom of it because we're going to glue it to the shoe there, okay? Now, the shoe has that hole in it, right there, that little hole. That's going to be going onto the screw, and then we're going to have to put a bit of a funky bend in this to get the hitch to work out just right. So let me go ahead and screw that back screw. Got the back screw off, and what I'm going to do now is thread it into the shoe. We're going to go ahead and put it on the back of the chassis there. Then we're going to see how we have to bend it. I'm probably going to flatten out the shoe before I screw it on there. Just a sec. All right, I flattened the shoe and I started threading the screw through there. So let's go ahead and put it back in the body, then we'll know how to bend it just right to get that hitch to work good. Okay, good. I got the it screwed on the back to the hitch there. I know it's a little bit too long, but let's see what let's see what we got. Okay, good. All right, now sometimes you have to put a bit of a bend in this part to make it go up or down, because you don't want the trailer to be riding down or up a little bit. So you have some flexibility there. Plus, you don't ever really know until you put it on the car how much of this little hitch you have to cut off. Because if we were working with, let's say, the T-Bird, the T-Bird has a lot of distance between the chassis and the back trunk there. There's a lot of distance, so this would vary a little bit. So depending on what car you want to put the hitch on, we got some flexibility here. We really do. We can put it on, whatever we want here. Okay, good. So let's do this. I'll figure out how much we got to cut off, and I'll just get my scissors and nip that off, and we'll get the guide pin glued on there, and we should be in good shape. Nipped off a little bit, so next is going to go ahead and we're just glue the guide pin onto the back of that shoe there, and again, we should be in good shape. All right, let me get the glue. Fantastic. We got the hitch hooked on there. I glued it on. Time to let it dry. That's all I can do now. Just let it dry, then we'll get on the track. All right, see you after a bit. It should be enough time. That should be enough time. Let me go ahead and set the camera down. We're going to get on the track. Just a sec. Just set on the track. Got the transformer. Give it some juice. Liking it. Liking it. I've done trailers like this. I've done little camper trailers. I've done cars that were pulling like a motorcycle trailer around with a motorcycle on. I've just done so many of them. When I found this, I got a grin because they go good around the track. You think that the trailer would slow the T-Jet down? Not really. It does fine. And look at the cornering. You know what I mean? It does real good in the cornering. All right, guys. If you want, go ahead and get one of these trailers. They're all over eBay. They're all over eBay. I know this one doesn't look as pristine as what I got out of the box, and I don't know why a lot of the paint's missing, but when I saw it after doing the garage sale, I just thought we'd have to do a little trail hitch. All right, guys, let me know if you need anything, and go ahead and share and like this stuff. All right, guys, see ya.